Hello, everyone. Today we're diving into the story of Anne of Cleves, the fourth wife of King Henry VIII. History often labels her as the queen who was too ugly for Henry. But was she really? Or is this just one of the biggest slanders in Tudor history? Let's explore her life, the truth behind her appearance, her marriage to Henry, and how she became one of the most unexpectedly powerful women of her time. And yes, at the end, I'll reveal the recreations of what she may have actually looked like. Let's get started. Anne of Cleves was born on September 22, 1515, in Dusseldorf to John III and Maria of Jülich-Berg. She grew up during a time of massive religious change. Only a few years after her birth, the Protestant Reformation spread across Europe, forcing rulers to choose. Would they defy the Catholic Church or remain loyal? Anne's father chose the Protestant side, aligning himself with the powerful Schmalkaldic League. This instantly made the family politically valuable. At age 12, Anne was betrothed to Francis, heir to the Duchy of Lorraine. But the marriage couldn't move forward until they were older, and eventually it fell apart. Anne's childhood was quiet and sheltered. She wasn't formally educated, didn't know Latin, and could only read and write German. Her mother raised her strictly, preparing her to be an obedient wife. No one expected Anne to become historically important. Ironically, she soon became a key figure in one of England's most dramatic royal stories. After Jane Seymour died giving birth to Prince Edward, Henry VIII needed a new wife, and fast. He had broken away from the Catholic Church, angering the Pope and the Holy Roman Emperor. He feared invasion. He needed allies, powerful Protestant allies. Thomas Cromwell, Henry's chief advisor, pushed for a marriage to one of the Cleves sisters. To seal the deal, Henry needed to know what Anne looked like. So he sent his best painter, Hans Holbein the Younger, across Europe. Holbein had a reputation. His portraits were so accurate and flattering that even kings trusted him. Holbein painted Anne from life. Her own attendants said the image was a good likeness. Henry was thrilled. He loved the painting, loved it so much that he became excited for the marriage. But here's where history gets tricky. German fashion at the time included heavy gowns, thick veils, and large headdresses, making it hard to see Anne's true features. Ambassadors weren't allowed to inspect her closely. When they asked to get near, the Germans joked, "Would you like to see the ladies naked?" Still, descriptions of Anne vary greatly. She was tall, slim, and elegant. Her complexion was brownish by English standards. She had light brows, possibly blonde or light brown hair. Some said her features were pleasant, others said plain. X-rays of an early portrait even show her nose was originally painted slightly larger. But Henry didn't know any of this yet. He only had Holbein's flattering portrait. On New Year's Day, 1540, Anne of Cleves arrived in England. She was less than 100 miles from Henry, but Henry couldn't wait. He had a romantic idea. At least, romantic to him. He disguised himself as a knight and burst into her room, hoping she would instantly recognize him as her true love. She didn't. Imagine a large middle-aged man you've never met suddenly walking into your chamber and kissing you. You don't speak the language, no one warned you, and he's definitely not the handsome king from your portrait books. Anne was polite, but confused. She barely reacted. She looked out the window. Henry was humiliated. By the time he left, he was furious, saying, "She is nothing as she was shown." This moment, this single awkward meeting, changed everything. Despite Henry's coldness, the marriage had to proceed. England needed the Protestant alliance too badly. On January 6, 1540, Anne of Cleves and Henry VIII were married. Her wedding ring was engraved with the phrase, "God send me well to keep." Their first night together was not great. Henry later claimed that he could not consummate the marriage because he found her unattractive. He even told his doctor that he had nocturnal emissions twice, proving that he was the problem, she wasn't. Anne, however, seemed unaware anything was wrong. She told her ladies, "He kisses me and bids me good night, and in the morning he kisses me and says farewell." But Henry was already eyeing someone else, Catherine Howard. 6 months later, Anne was asked to leave court. Then quietly, she was told that the king wanted an annulment. Anne didn't protest. She didn't fight. She agreed immediately with grace and dignity. But behind that calm acceptance, she may have been the smartest person in the room, because what she received in return was extraordinary. Henry granted Anne Richmond Palace, Hever Castle, Anne Boleyn's childhood home, a massive annual income, expensive jewels, a lifetime of royal protection. Anne of Cleves became one of the richest women in England overnight. The woman rumored to be too ugly had just won the Tudor lottery. This is where Anne's brilliance really shows. Henry grew fond of her. He called her "my beloved sister." She attended court, sometimes seated above everyone except the Queen and Henry's daughters. She formed friendships with Mary and Elizabeth Tudor. She lived independently, wealthy, safe, respected, something none of Henry's other wives ever achieved.